Let's say hi to Derrick from New Mexico. What's up, Derrick? How are you, buddy?
Hello, Eddie, Sebastian, Carrot Top, and Richard Christie. Hey, Eddie, I just wanted to give you a quick my Vegas AC/DC recap, and then my top five song intros real quick, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, so my Vegas one, that's on the Friday. Whenever I called you the day before the concert, is when I talked to you, and I told you that my hotel was right there, right next to the Bootlegger. Remember? I'm not sure if you remember that or not. But
yeah.
So,
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, so that right after I got off the phone with you, I went. That was the day that they had the first day of the pop-up AC/DC store at the Mandalay Bay shops, and I had been messaging with a couple of Truck Nation members that were in town too, and their names are Don and Todd. So anyways, so we actually met up over there in line, and it was awesome. It was like a little mini, like a mini family reunion. We talked there for like an hour and a half that we waited to get inside the pop-up store. Everything was great like that. And then the next day, the day of the show, me and Don and his wife and his kid and another guy named John met up at that Mandalay Bay it's called Rhythm and Riffs. Remember the bar you said right in the middle?
Yes.
Yeah. So,
yep, that's the name.
Yeah. Yeah, so we ended up meeting up there before the concert, and then we went inside the concert. It was a great concert. And I actually went down to the sound booth because my tickets are right there on the floor just behind the pit, and I actually got to meet and take a picture with Cosmo, and I told him that I heard his, the interview over there, so that was pretty awesome. And I thought I was going to be able to see you down there cruising around, but and then, whenever AC/DC was playing, I think I went to go get a beer or something, and I passed by the sound booth again, and guess who I see is Carrot Top. So I took like a semi selfie, and he's in the back doing a little peace sign. So that was pretty cool. And then after the concert, over there at the Mandalay Bay, when I was waiting for my friends to come out of the bathroom, I see another Sirius XM DJ, Shannon Guns. So I thought, she stopped right there. She was very cool. Took a quick picture, and I told her, I was listening to her the day before. So yeah, so that was very cool. And then my last night was Sunday, and I went to the Kiss Museum and mini golf, and yeah, that place is so great. I tried on the boots and everything. So, but okay, so there's that, and then my top five opening, just in no particular order, is Dream Theater, Pull Me Under, Badlands, High Wire, Stone Temple Pilots, Dead and Bloated off their Core album, their first album, and then Slayer, and it's not the one that everybody thinks, it's Hell Awaits, which brings in like that crazy beginning, and I tell people, I'm like, if you want to see what a nightmare sounds like, I'll just listen to that song. And and then my last one is with Steve Vai, and that was awesome that he was just on, right now on the interview. His song is called Bad Horsey, and it's off of Alien Love Secrets. And if anybody and everybody has seen Crossroads, that movie from 1986, he actually makes an appearance in there. And the very beginning of the song Bad Horsey, that's the beginning of that he plays on that movie to start the guitar battle, which is awesome. And then he didn't, of course, the album wasn't released until 1995, so he had that, tucked away for 10 years, but he written it 10 years earlier at the beginning of that.
Yeah.
So, hey, thanks, Eddie, for getting me in there and letting me get this all out. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Derrick. Appreciate it. A lot there in Derrick's call. All good stuff. And thank you for checking in.